All right. Good evening, everybody. Thank you for jumping on this recorded Discover Arbonne presentation. If somebody has sent you this link to have a look at, it's probably because they have thought of you for some particular reason. So they've already started their Arbonne business and it's done incredible things for their life already, and they want to share this opportunity with you as well. So this is simply information. It's just for you to take in and then sit back and decide for yourself whether Arbonne may or may not be a fit for you and your family and your life. So thank you for joining us. It should go for maximum 30 minutes. I'll try and keep it to 30 minutes long. And it's also going to be recorded, so you can then share this link with anybody else who you might think could benefit from this business as well. So who is doing Arbonne and who are we? Well, we are a group of fantastic, intelligent men and women from all different walks of life. We've got, our Generation Ys joining the business. We've got our baby boomers joining the business for retirement reasons. We have our stay-at-home mums joining the business. We have people from the corporate world. We have lawyers and pediatricians. So we have people either joining for financial. Someone's typing. Sorry, can hear type in the background. Just mute yourself if you're going to type. So we have people joining either because they need a little bit more cash, or because they want financial freedom, or because they need time freedom. So a lot of the people joining Arbonne are already earning those six-figure incomes or plus, yet they just do not see their friends, they do not see their family because they're working crazy hours. A lot of people think that working 40 hours a week for 40 years and then retiring on, a small sum of money is what you're meant to do. Go to school for all those years and then go to university and get a degree. And I know for, even personally, that you come out of university and you either don't get a job or you're in a job with a very minimum wage. But there is another option. And, network marketing is booming, and Arbonne in particular is absolutely booming. But before I go any further into this presentation, I just want to introduce myself to you and tell you a little bit about how I became an Arbonne consultant and what I did before Arbonne. So my name's Leah Wither, and I'm currently an executive area manager with Arbonne, and our team is in qualification for region, which is really exciting. I've been doing Arbonne for just over 3 years. And I just came back from Las Vegas from our global training conference. Just yesterday, I flew back into Australia on the plane, and it has just, concreted in my mind again how amazing this business is, and I'm so glad to be a part of it. So probably about 4 years ago, I was introduced to our amazing products by a really good family friend who I hadn't seen for years. So my friend Lisa Gill, who is a regional vice president with Arbonne, used to live in Musbrook, where I'm from. She had moved away and lived on the Gold Coast for, 10 or 12 years. And she actually managed plastic surgeons clinics while she was living on the Gold Coast. And she knew everything there was to know about skincare. She always was into, fantastic products, always used the best products on her skin. I knew that even before she left Muswellbrook. When she returned to Muswellbrook and, made contact with me, she handed me one of our anti-aging skincare samples. And to be honest, at the time, I didn't use any skincare, maybe a cleanser or a moisturiser from Coles or Woolies. Didn't spend much money on skincare, didn't even really know how to take care of my skin. So to be honest, when she gave me the sample, I wasn't even 100% sure that I'd even use it. But at the time, my little boy Tom was about probably around 4 months old, and the lack of sleep and the stress of having a new baby was starting to take its toll on me, and I was starting to get puffy, saggy under eyes, and I could see the wrinkles showing more than I used to, and the pigmentation from pregnancy was starting to show on my skin. So I thought, you know what, don't be silly, Leah, just give it a try. And so I tried this skincare sample pack that Lisa gave me, and straight away I could feel and see a difference. Like in as little as 24 hours, I could see a difference in my skin, and it just felt amazing. So I said to Lisa, look, what can I do to get myself these products? And she said, have a presentation, invite a couple of friends and family members around. And I did that. And I think I had 5 or 6 friends and family at my house that night. We had the best time. There were people there who didn't use skincare. I know my mum never used to use great skincare. And every single person at that presentation uses all the products, and they're reordering all the time. So as the host of that presentation, I got fantastic host rewards. I think I got, about $800 worth of products for only $116 or something ridiculous like that, which was great. But, as the months passed and I needed to reorder some products, Lisa then, said to me, look, you should consider, having a look at the business that Arbonne can offer you. And, although Lisa was a skincare snob, she always used the best of the best products. And I knew that these Arbonne products are amazing. I have to admit that I was actually a party planning snob. That's what I thought this business was. And, I did roll my eyes a few times when Lisa asked me to take a look at this business opportunity. I never thought for a million years that I would find myself doing a business like this. I often wondered what people would think of me. I often wondered what my mum and my husband would think after spending 5 years at university to become a primary school teacher, which is what I used to do before Arbonne. I still do the odd casual day here and there, and I did love my teaching position. But, Lisa asked me a few more times about the business as I went to reorder products, and I did keep saying no. But when I got to the point where I had to return to my teaching position after my maternity leave after my first child, I realised that my heart really wasn't in the job anymore. I mean, I did love teaching still, but I just did not have the time to dedicate to this job. When I was teaching, I was like 110% in. I wasn't just a classroom teacher. I'd take on the PWSA netball, the PWSA football. I'd do the Starstruck and the Hunter Dance Festival, organising the year six farewell and things like that. And, after I had my own kids, I'd go to school, and most of the day, all I thought about was I really want to get back home to my child, And anyone out there who is a school teacher knows that, 2 or 3 days a week teaching is like a whole week's worth of work, with the preparation you need to do before it, preparation you need to do after it, and you just do not get rewarded for what you put in. Most people know that the only time you hear from people in traditional work is when they're complaining about something. You never get recognised for anything that you do well. So, about the 3rd or 4th time that Lisa asked me to take a look at this Arbonne business, I actually started to listen and thought, what, maybe I should just do it. Maybe just for a little bit of extra money. Maybe, I could just earn enough money each month to cover my own Arbonne purchases, because, I didn't, as I said, use much skincare before this. And I didn't really like having to outlay money for skincare. And I thought, my husband James would probably be happy if I'm, not paying for my Arbonne, because I'm making the money back through, telling others about the product. So after a while, I eventually got over myself and said to Lisa, okay, well, I might try and give this business a shot, but I'm not doing presentations. I'm only doing it for the friends and family who are already ordering, because they were actually reordering through Lisa online ever since that day I had my own workshop. And Lisa was getting paid for this every single time they reordered, even though she wasn't sitting face-to-face with them. And when she made me aware of this, that's when I thought, oh, okay, so maybe I could make a little bit of money off this business. So I started off with a really small goal, still did not see the big picture. But, my business just boomed, because this is a network marketing business, which is a word-of-mouth business. And my family and friends were telling more people about their products and how much they loved it. And my business just started to organically grow. And when I saw the income that was starting to come in, I thought, what, maybe I should give this a bit more of a go. And I did. So I am where I am now. This year I was supposed to go back to my teaching job, because I've had my second child, Polly, now. And this term, as in like 2 days ago, I should have went back to my permanent teaching position, and I've resigned from that. So now I'm just doing the odd casual day here and there, and I'm home with my children, and I'm giving this gift to everybody else that I come across, because it is just amazing. So I'm going to move on now. You've heard my story. this is a little bit of the Arbonne story itself as a company. So some of you may or may not have already been to a presentation, and you might already know a little bit of information about the products, but I'm going to go through it anyway. So we're a botanically based beauty, health and wellness company with a 35-year history. So we just celebrated our 35-year anniversary this year. And boy, oh boy, did they celebrate while we were in Las Vegas last week. It was incredible. We always use cutting-edge research and development. We have a really, really passionate culture of independent consultants. And this opportunity is actually a global opportunity, meaning although we're here in Australia or Muswellbrook or wherever you might be watching this presentation, you can actually build your client base and your consultant base and even your businesses in any of the countries that we are part of. So currently we're in the US, which is where we were founded 35 years ago. We're also in the UK and Australia, as well as Canada. And at the end of last year, we actually launched into Poland, which is going to be the gateway for the entire EU, which is massive. And mid next year, we're going to be launching into Taiwan. And I've heard that New Zealand is also on the radar. So we are about to go global. And as an independent consultant, you can build your business in any of those countries from the comfort of your own home, from the comfort of your computer, because we are an online internet-based business. We offer a really, really generous compensation plan. So you can earn whatever you want with Arbonne. You get paid for what you put in. So the longer you stick with the business and the more consistent you are, the more you get paid. There is no glass ceiling for income. When you get to an area manager level, the business also becomes willable to your family, which is just incredible. So, for instance, if something was to happen to you after a few years of building your business up, everything you've done won't just be lost. It'll actually be put into the hands of whoever you put down in your will. So you'll still get that residual income for years and years and years to come, which is incredibly powerful. You're leaving a legacy for generations and generations to come. When you join this business, you get, an experienced head office team, which you can call, nearly all the time when you need them. We've got, a state-of-the-art distribution and support centre and an online stocked website, and you get your own personal website where people can click on your link and then shop through you online, which is pretty incredible. So our products are absolutely the best you can get in the world. We tick all the right boxes. We tick all the trends currently. And if you compare them to anything else out there in the market, the results you get from these products just knock the socks of everything else out there. We use plant-based formulations, so we blend the best of science and nature. A lot of the time you can get a really good skincare range from a beautician, which might have a lot of the chemicals in there to give you good results, but there are a lot of nasty chemicals in those brands, and they can be really quite harsh on your skin and on your health. Or you might be able to find a nice organic brand, which is incredibly safe to use on your skin. It might feel nice, but you just don't get any sort of cosmetic change from these products. So Arbonne actually gives you the best of both worlds. We have an incredibly pure, beautiful plant base, but we also incorporate the really, really good parts of science, including your antioxidants, which are your vitamins A, C, and E, to help fight the aging process and create a change in your skin, which helps with all sorts of skin problems as we age. Things like pigmentation, fine lines, redness, uneven skin tone, firming of your skin. You actually do see a result in this. We actually can reverse the signs of aging to a degree. It's absolutely incredible. And because of this, the reason for this is because we use the highest quality ingredients from around the globe. We still source most of our ingredients from above the pollution line in the Swiss Alps. So we use very pure, very high quality ingredients, including pure alpine water. But if we can find a better ingredient elsewhere around the globe, Arbonne will make sure we tap into that and we get that ingredient. We really focus on high quality ingredients and the technology and research that go behind these products and the formulations behind these products. All of our products are also pH correct and hypoallergenic, which is really, really, really important. pH level is what helps your skin remain hydrated. If your skin isn't the correct pH level, if it's slightly out of balance, no matter how much moisturizer you put on your skin will just not accept the moisture. So it's really important to have the correct pH level. One thing that really separates us from about 98% of skincare brands and hair care and cosmetic brands out there today is that we are actually vegan certified. This is incredibly hard to find. You know, many products out there are now advertising that they are not tested on animals. You know, most of them still contain animal byproducts or animal fats. And the scary thing about this is that 98% of these brands out there are using animal byproducts, and they get them from inedible carcasses. So, you know, roadkill on trials from slaughterhouses, pets from vets and animal shelters, farm animal carcasses, including all the steroids and the hormones that are being pumped into the livestock. So all these inedible carcasses sent to rendering plants where they are put in big vats and boiled away. And as all the fat rises to the top from these dead animals, that's actually what's skinned off the top. And their number one customer is the skincare and cosmetics industry across the globe. And it's in nearly everything that you would find in your vanities at home. So it still contains all these hormone-altering chemicals and pesticides and herbicides and all these sorts of things, and we're putting it on our skin daily. And as females especially, we layer and layer products onto our skin. So they're putting, you know, animal byproducts and animal fats down to a lot of, you know, hormonal changes and hormonal problems and, you know, cancer rates and things in women in particular, because we use so much more skincare and cosmetics and things. Another big one is that we're dermatologist tested, not just recommended. For a product to be dermatologist recommended, it simply means they've sent off a sample to a dermatologist, and if they don't hear back from them, they're allowed to label themselves as dermatologist recommended. So dermatologist tested is much better. And Arbonne actually have a whole team of dermatologists and ophthalmologists and pediatricians, because we also have a fantastic baby range. So we're always testing and continue to test. We never stop testing. And we're actually clinically proven. We have results to prove that our products actually work. And on top of all of that, for everything in Arbonne, all the products you use, even whether it's just the wrong color or might be the wrong moisturizer and you want to swap it over, you have a 45-day money-back guarantee. So that's how sure we are that our products are safe and that you actually get results and they do what we say they're going to do. We're also obviously never tested on animals, and we're still built on a Swiss heritage, like I mentioned earlier. So they're very high quality ingredients. You know, everyone knows that anything made Swiss is of a very high quality. They're just renowned for their high quality and effectiveness, not just in skincare, but in, you know, our Swiss watches, our Swiss army knives, their beer, their chocolate. Some say they're men. You know, they are all renowned to be a really, really, really high quality. So Arbonne Skincare, we're sitting along brands like La Mer and La Prairie, which are, you know, like $600 for one little tub of cream. Yet we are getting better results and for a fraction of the price, simply because of the way we're sold, which is word of mouth, rather than all the other extra added costs that you have to add on to the cost of the product with traditional retail. Now, this is our lead range. This is our anti-aging range, and this is the sample pack that my friend Lisa gave to me when I was the very first introduced to the world of Arbonne. So RE9 Advance is a world-class anti-aging skincare line that incorporates age-defying elements and botanicals for visible results within 24 hours. And this is what you build your business on. Most people, as soon as they try this, absolutely fall in love. And if it isn't right for them, then like I said, they've got their 45-day money-back guarantee to either swap it for something else or to get their money back completely. So here are some of our clinical results. So we were part of a consumer clinical study. I can't remember how many participants it is now. I can't see that part. I think it was 163 participants over 4 weeks. And we were tested against all of the leading department store brands in the US and also against all the leading multi-level marketing brands in the US. When the results came back, I can't say we were surprised, but we were so excited to find out that we were number one in nearly every single area in regards to anti-aging. You know, number one in skin firmness, number one in a healthier, younger looking complexion, number one in immediate moisturization, skin firmness, and things like that. So we are, you know, the world's best anti-aging range out there at the moment. And the reason we have such amazing products and such amazing formulations that are always a step ahead of the rest is that we patent our own technologies, and we have the most amazing people working on our scientific advisory board. We even have, Brent Bauer, who was the head of the Mayo Clinic, now working for Arbonne. And if you know much about the Mayo Clinic, you know that they have the best professionals in medicine, obstetrics, gynecology, all those sorts of professionals. We've got a lot of them working for us here on our scientific advisory board in Arbonne, which is why we are just getting such incredible results. We have the best people working for us. Now, if you're looking for some sort of network marketing company or some sort of direct selling company that you can do from home, you really need to look at what kind of products that particular company is based on. Are they a consumable product? Because this is a really, really important point. Consumable products are basically products that are used up and need to be reordered again over and over and over again. So in Arbonne, we don't just have skincare. We also have our nutrition range, which is ever growing and becoming more and more popular. We have our sun care range, which we actually have a newer range than what's showing on the screen now. We just had a new range launched in Vegas last week. We have an amazing cosmetics range. We have hair care, baby care, a spa range. We have everything for, health and wellness, basically. And if you know anybody that has hair or anybody that has skin, you know that they can use our products. It's simply just switching what they're currently using at home in their bathrooms or currently using for their healthcare and switching it to Arbonne, which is a much, much higher quality product. And they can order online, which is much more convenient. So as a consultant, once you have an initial appointment with a client and they're loving their skincare and you've set them up as one of your preferred clients, after that, they get to go online whenever they need to reorder, and they order online themselves and get it shipped to wherever they want it to be shipped to. And each time they do that, each time they jump back on the computer and order whenever they feel like it, you still continue to get paid for their order, the same amount as if you're sitting right there in front of them. So you put in the initial work, but then you're forever getting paid for it every single time they reorder their products. And that's how you start to build a residual income. So, I've got a few clients connected to me in Canada, a few clients connected to me in the UK, a huge amount of clients and preferred clients connected to me here in Australia. They could be ordering while I'm asleep, or they could be ordering while I'm, down at the beach with my family, or they could be ordering while I'm sitting in a conference in Las Vegas learning more about this amazing company, and I'm still getting paid for all of that. That's the beauty of residual income and buying back time. So it's really important that no matter what network marketing or direct selling business you might be looking at or considering, you need to make sure they offer a consumable product. You don't want a product that you're going to sell and they're going to use and love, and then you never hear back from them again and you never get any reorders from them. So what exactly is network marketing? It's very simply put a distribution method. So instead of going through traditional retail, so with traditional retail, you've got the manufacturer, the wholesaler, the warehouse, the sales force, which is where all the advertising costs come in. Then through the retailer, which is, usually a lot of rent and things like that. And then finally to the consumer. Network marketing is simply cutting all those middlemen out, which usually add, at least 10 to 15% on at each step to the product. We're just going straight from a manufacturer through your independent consultant straight to the consumer. So Arbonne doesn't have to pay for any advertising whatsoever. On the internet or in our beautiful catalogues, every single person you see is an Arbonne independent consultant. A lot of them whom I've met, absolutely beautiful, normal people who have been working their Arbonne business, so we never pay for advertising. I know that, for instance, Nicole Kidman was paid $1 million for every single Chanel ad she did. So, if you're going out and purchasing Chanel, you're not just paying for the good quality product that they say they're offering you. You're also paying for, all that advertising, all the rent for how they're sold, all the warehousing and the wholesale costs on top of everything else. You're not just paying for the quality of the product. Whereas with Arbonne, you are paying just for the good quality and the research and development that goes behind that, And then Arbonne puts the rest of the money back from that into their consultants to thank their consultants for opening their mouth and telling everyone about their products. And then they also put it back into the product, which is why we have such an amazing product, which gives results. So it's just a distribution system, which helps you save money. And it's not just great for the consumer saving money, it's also more convenient. You know, people these days are so busy. They really are. I know as a mother and, a busy mother running a household, I very rarely go to the shop to buy clothes. I often do my grocery shopping online. I could never imagine going into a department store or a DJ's or a Maya to buy my cosmetics with my 2 children. They would trash the place. So it's really keeping up with the times. So many people are ordering online these days, which I'll talk a little bit more about later on. But simply put, network marketing is just a way to sell a product. So not traditional retail. It's just being a smarter model to save costs on the product. So out of all the direct selling companies or, network marketing companies out there today, and, network marketing is booming. There are a lot of companies out there, but why Arbonne, and why is Arbonne outperforming every other company out there? We're not the number 1 network marketing company in the world, but we are in the top 30. And in saying that, we've only been around for a very short amount of time, and we haven't even gone global yet. We're in the top 30 network marketing companies in the world, yet most of those in the top 100 are already global. They're already in more than 60 countries, and we were only in 5 countries when we were labelled in the top 30. So we are only just booming now. We are on the verge to go completely massive. So this is a ground floor opportunity for anyone who's thinking about joining Arbonne. You have a ground floor opportunity. We've only been in Australia for 7 years. And they're, about to launch into Taiwan, about to launch into New Zealand. There's just so much opportunity out there to build a huge, huge organisation. But why Arbonne? It's because of the consumable product thing. That's what you need to look for whenever you're looking at a direct selling business. It must be a consumable product for it to work. Also because we are part of the health and wellness industry. And the health and wellness industry is $1 billion industry, growing by huge percents every single year. So for $105, which is what it costs you to start your Arbonne business, you get to tap into that industry. And, we are getting the best products out there on the market and the safest products out there on the market that are not only vegan, but they're gluten-free. So many people out there can't have gluten or choose not to have gluten. We don't have any nasty chemicals or nasty ingredients. Everything is incredibly safe. We're going to be getting sports nutrition very, very, very soon. Tom's come to say hello through this recording. No. Say hi.
You just say goodnight.
How come you're not staying there? Okay, sorry about that.
You see the Arbonne lady still?
This is being recorded. Oh. So, what was I saying? Yeah, so we've got the great health and wellness products, but we are at Vegas. They just launched sports nutrition as well, which is going to go boom. And these have been approved by lots of organisations where a lot of other sports nutrition hasn't been approved. They are, leading the way. They're going to suit those professional athletes as well as those who just do casual exercise. But it's going to change our business. So we really have a huge part of the health and wellness industry here. Also, the ability to leverage time. As I said before, with the way people order our products and the way you can network your business, by being consistent, your paycheck still continues to grow every single month for doing the same amount of work. Even when I had my daughter Polly, who's now 2, the month I had her when I was at home, couldn't physically go out and do workshops myself, I still grew my paycheck that month. And that was because I spent the time leading up to that, training my team, building up my client base, doing my customer care calls. And my clients were so happy and well trained to order online themselves. And I was still getting paid for it while I was at home with my children and at home with my newborn baby girl. And that's powerful. And also, which I just touched base on a little while ago, is the fact that we're internet based. This is huge. I know 2 Christmases ago, so not Christmas 2014, but Christmas 2013, the sales of Christmas gifts and Christmas presents or purchases around Christmas time, I think it was about 80% was done on a mobile phone. So that just goes to show how back in the old times, traditional retail really is. So we are part of that. You can do all your orders online. You can train your clients and customers to order online. They do not have to go into a shop. And that's how we like it anyway. We don't want to have our product set up against another product that's full of chemicals. We are completely different. And we also want to make sure that all our consumers are educated before they try our products as well. So that's why Arbonne is booming, and that's why it's a great company to join if you're looking for a network marketing company. So once again, these are the countries that you can build your business in. So who do you know in the United States? Who do you know in Canada? Who do you know here in Australia that knows people in these other countries that you can, find connections with? What about Poland or Taiwan or the UK? All of these countries is where you can start building a client base and building new networks, which is incredibly powerful when you think about it. It actually gives me goosebumps that you can build a global business from the comfort of your own home here. I know a lot of party planning businesses, you're just stuck to the country you're in or even the area that you're in. You make money by going out and doing parties after parties after parties. There's no residual income. This is an amazing opportunity to think that you can build it in any of these countries. They're only just going global now, only just. So you can experience and share better products by stopping buying skincare products in the retail stores and paying well over what they're worth. You go into Coles or Woolworths, you really do get what you pay for, and a lot of them are overpriced. You're just paying for the advertising. You really, really, really are. You're giving your money to stores who don't pay you a commission, so you're not getting paid for using those products. Whereas now I pretty much skip that aisle at the supermarket. I can order my deodorants and my moisturizers, my shampoo, my body, everything personal care wise, I can order online through my Arbonne website. Not only am I getting a far more superior product at a highly discounted rate, but then I get paid for it at the end of the month as well. I get a commission of what I've earned myself. So I'm basically paying myself for using much, much better products. And then, you get paid when you've recommended it to other people to buy as well. Arbonne continues to give you a paycheck every time you recommend a product to somebody else and they decide to use it. But then it gets even better. When you start to share with others how to do the same, so you're using the product and getting paid for it and you're recommending to others, but then you get someone who says, you know what, I think I could do this. I think I could use these Arbonne products and recommend others to purchase it through me as well. That's when you're actually doing the business. That's when you are showing others how to do the same, so they're building their businesses. And your network just starts to grow, and it starts to grow and grow and grow. And you get paid a percentage of your whole organization. So you can see how big it can quickly get. So everyone in your organization is ordering online, and you're getting paid just as much as you would be from sitting directly in front of them. So how do you actually get paid as an Arbonne consultant, and what do you get paid? Well, it's really kind of confusing to start with, but in a nutshell, you sort of get paid over and over again for exactly the same activity. So firstly, at the end of the month, you get paid commissions. So whatever you've done on your personal product sales, you then get paid a certain commission back at the end of the month, depending on what level of management that you're at. Then on top of that, you get paid overrides. So these are what you get paid for when you build a team. So you get paid on what you personally do, but then because you shared the opportunity with others and you taught them how to work their business and you spent the time with them initially to help them train and start their business, you also get a percentage paid on what they do forever from then on as well. And then when you get to regional vice president and up, they have the Mercedes-Benz cash bonus program. So this is where you get to pick your own Mercedes-Benz, any model you like, as long as it's white, for pure, which is part of our motto. And then Arbonne actually pays you another bonus on top of everything else you've done that month to pay for your car loan. So the car's actually in your name. You go and get the finance and you buy the car yourself. Then Arbonne will actually pay that car off for you, which is incredible. And then at every single level of management, you then get a bonus. So you're getting commissions, you're getting overrides, you get bonuses at every level of management, which get bigger as you go up the ranks. And then your Mercedes-Benz, which is amazing. But then on top of that, you make money off your preferred clients, you make money off your retail clients, which is your right now profits. You get to go on 6-star trips. You can earn the incentive trip every single year. We get to travel overseas to our global training conference every single year. Then we've got our Australian conference every year. You get showered with Tiffany's jewelry, Red Roses, Swarovski jewelry, anything that's, classed as a prestige brand we're associated with. So Arbonne is a 6-star brand. We are very high quality, and we like to reward and recognise our consultants in that way as well. I've been on the last 3 incentive trips, and let me tell you, you get treated like royalty with Arbonne. It's absolutely incredible. So it just starts with you. A lot of people think, I don't really know many people. I don't think this business would work with me because I don't know many people. You really don't need to know that many people to start your Arbonne business. Maybe just 3 people who might try the products for you. That's a great start. And then it's not usually about who you know now. It's about who you're yet to meet. I've met so many incredible women through my Arbonne business that I would never have met before if I didn't do Arbonne. So it starts with you. And if you're out doing your workshops or out sharing the products with people and you find one other person who says to you, oh, wow, I think I could do this business, there's 2 of you. So in month 2, there's 2 of you going out doing the same activity. So you haven't had to work harder, but you do have one other person doing the same amount of activity. Okay, so you're doubling the results. And then if the 2 of you the next month find one person again who wants to do the same, you've now got 4 people in your organisation all sharing the products and the business opportunity. So you're getting 4 times the results for doing the same amount of work. And then if the 4 of you in your organisation just add 1 more person each the next month in month 3, you've got 8 people in your organisation out working the business and sharing the products and the opportunity with everybody else. So that's where the time leverage starts to happen. And this is where the residual income starts to happen. You're not working harder, you're working smarter, and you're working consistently. Yet you continue to get paid more and more every single month. So if you were to keep going in that pattern, by around month 11, you've got, over 2,000 people in your organisation, and month 12, that jumps right up to 4,000. So you can see the power of networking, can't you? And how once your business starts to grow, it actually starts to grow quicker, and then it starts to grow quicker. It's just square numbers. It becomes unstoppable. It really does. So what can you actually get paid in Arbonne? So everyone starts out as a consultant, and we always try and get consultants up to district manager as soon as possible. And the reason for that is because you basically double your pay as a district manager, plus more. So this is a very, very average compensation plan table. I know district managers in my team are usually getting around $1,500 a month, whereas this table is saying on average it's around $380 a month. And that's because it really is average. There's probably some really low paid district managers who've really brought the average down. But I know I hit about $1,800 a lot of the time when I was a district manager getting my bonus. And on average, it takes around 4 months to get to district manager from the time you start. Yet I know most people in our organisation get there in 1, 2 or 3 months. The next level up from district manager is your area manager. And this is where your business can become willable to your family or whoever you want to leave it to. And on average, as an area manager, you're getting about $1,800 a month. But, I'm an executive area manager now. I'm getting about $5,000 a month. So I'm a top-end area manager on the way to region. And on average, you can get to area manager in around 10 months. So what could $1,800 a month do for you and your family? Could that pay off part of your mortgage or all of your mortgage, it makes a big difference, doesn't it? And that's in as little as 10 months. Regional vice president is where you then get your Mercedes-Benz, and you're getting on average around $7,000 or $8,000 a month. And this can happen in as little as 21 months and less. We know a lot of people who have got to regional vice president in 6 or 8 months. It just depends on how much work you put in. You get paid and you move as fast or as slow as you want to in this business. I know my upline is getting, around $13,000 a month as a regional vice president. So, these really are averages, like I said. And then the very top of the company, and there's room for everyone at the top of the company. There's not just one national vice president in Arbonne. Everyone can be a national vice president. The average pay for an NVP is about $20,000 a month. But I know now, I think in Australia, the average paid NVP is sitting on around $24,000 a month. And that's within 29 months of starting your Arbonne business. So can you imagine in 29 months from now, if you decide to work your Arbonne business from today, in just over 2 years' time, you can be earning $20,000 a month, driving around in a white Mercedes-Benz, wearing Tiffany's jewelry, going on incentive trips to 6-star resorts, and working part-time hours. This is designed to be built in part-time hours alongside what you're already doing. Most people are working a full-time job, juggling a family, and then fitting their Arbonne business into the nooks and crannies of their life. And they don't normally drop their traditional job until they get to around the RVP level, or an executive area manager, so close to RVP level. So it is designed to fit around a busy schedule. And no matter how busy you are, you can fit Arbonne into your calendar. So where do you see yourself? You might be sitting here thinking, the products sound great. I'd love to get the products for a great price. So the best thing you could do, if you think that's where you are right now, is to host a workshop. Whoever introduced you to this presentation can come and do a workshop for you, where you and a small group of friends can actually try the products, go through the catalogue and learn a little bit more about the products. And as the host, you get about 80% discount, which is how I started out. And then, you might even get a few free gifts, and it's just a really nice, fun 2 hours with some friends. Or you might think that you want to sign up as a client or a preferred client and then start ordering online yourself from then on. So as a preferred client, you always receive a 20% discount, and it's only $27 to join. And there are actually ways that you can have your registration fee waived. As a preferred client, you can get that for free. You also get free products as a preferred client. You get rewards or vouchers to use on your next orders. So you save lots of money becoming a preferred client. And then each year after that, it's only a $20 renewal fee, and you always get your 20% discount. Or you might be sitting there thinking, my gosh, this business really is amazing. I know that, this could really change my life. It could change my family's life. This could be what it takes to quit my job that I hate to come home to my children. Or, you just might be that kind of person who knows there's more to life. You don't have to, like I said, work 40 hours a week, set your alarm every morning, drop the kids off to daycare at 6 o'clock in the morning to get to work, to come home and do it all over again the next day for very little return. It doesn't have to be that way. If you want to dream big and you want to have those Prada shoes and live in that mansion and have your kids home with you, be the one to raise your kids or go on luxurious holidays, then this is for you. Arbonne is the vehicle to get your dreams that you've always dreamed of. The income you earn with Arbonne is incredible. I should have mentioned that the highest income earner in Arbonne at the moment is earning about $600,000 a month. And her name's Cecilia Stoll. She's on the very front of our Arbonne Opportunity brochure. You might be thinking, oh my goodness, what does she do with $600,000 a month? We are the company that wants to give back the most as well. She is building orphanages. Her and her husband build orphanages all across Africa. So, it's an unlimited earning potential. It's only $105 to start your own Arbonne business, which is nothing considering what you'd have to outlay for a traditional business if you were to start up a traditional business yourself. There's no overheads. There's no insurances to worry about. There's no wages to have to worry about. It's all done for you. You then get to choose how much money you want to outlay on your products to start with. But if you don't have any money to outlay on products, you can still start your own Arbonne business. Driving around your own Mercedes-Benz. And, the personal growth and development with Arbonne is incredible. A lot of us often say that Arbonne's actually a personal development company disguised as a skincare and health and wellness company, because the person you become in this business is the best version of you. You really do become the best version of you. And anybody you meet in this business, they're all the most beautiful people you could meet on this earth. They always want to help people. They want to cheer you on. They want to build you up, and they want to help you become the best version of you. It's just an incredible group of women to work with. So I'm going to finish up by saying dream big. You are where you are today because of the choices you made yesterday. And if you keep doing what you are doing, where will you be in 5 years' time, especially financially? I know that if I kept saying no to Lisa when she asked me to do this business, I'd still be teaching. I'd be back on a class, stressing out every day I get home to organise the lesson plans for the next day, stressing out at report time, hardly seeing my kids, having weekends full of schoolwork. But it doesn't have to be that way. It really doesn't. I'm living the dream right now, and it's only just begun. So where would you be in 5 years if you don't change something now? So instead of asking yourself, what if it doesn't work? Ask yourself, what if it does work? Because honestly, what if it does? Doesn't that just give you goosebumps, the possibilities? So have a think about this tonight. Get in touch with the person who sent you this link. If you've got any questions at all, they'd be more than happy to answer them for you. But why not give it a go? You really have nothing to lose, but absolutely everything to gain. So that's enough from me. Thanks for listening, and hopefully we'll see you on our team at some point. All right. Now I have to remember how to press stop. Let me see. Stop recording.